Hello everyone. I welcome you all for the 2-week course on Indian writing in English. I'm Dr. Jayanti, working as an assistant professor from the Department of English and Foreign Languages at RBVR Women's College. The topic is titled on Jhumpa Lahiri, a diaspora writer. Jhumpa Lahiri's name is Nilanjana Sudeshna Lahiri, born in London to Bengali parents, Amar Lahiri and Chapati Lahiri. She is popularly known as Jhumpa Lahiri with the family nickname Jhumpa. Lahiri moved to the United States at the age of 3 and lived and grown in Rhode Island and pursued her studies. Lahiri was given the Pulitzer Prize for her collection of short stories, Interpreter of Melodies, written in the year 1999, and also received PEN Hemingway Award. Lahiri, most of the time, she felt in two words that she expressed in most of the interviews: language, identity, place, home. These are all for place, just different elements of belonging and not belonging, expressed by Jhumpa Lahiri at several times. And her collection of works, Interpreter of Melodies and The Namesake, Unaccustomed Earth, The Lowland. Jhumpa Lahiri most of the time concentrated and she continuously on the complexities related to one's identity, born to Indian parents and lived across. She felt it many a times, and that's what she outpoured in her writings. And most of the time, her characters too used to worry about their identity, whether they belong to there or here. And also, she described the problems of isolation, psychological conflict, and tension that was prevalent, that provides in her works. And her characters especially crosses all the chains and establishes identity successfully. Jhumpa Lahiri succeeded creating happiness and own homeland in no one's land once considered is outpoured in her writings. And first work, Interpreter of Melodies. It is a collection of 9 short stories beginning with A Temporary Matter, When Mr. Pechada Came to Dine, Interpreter of Melodies, Real Darwan, Sexy, Mrs. Saints, This Blessed House, The Treatment of Baby Haldar, Third and Final Continent. In all these works, Lahiri relates to the themes on spatial displacement and local identification. Her characters oscillate between two cultures. One is own culture, the other culture is their culture, where they have to live. She highlights her better memories and also bitter experiences, the problems into the emotional pain and the affliction portrayed. Lahiri emphasizes globalized world and the local identification to fill the void and the vacuum. She presents the efforts of the migrants and how well they swim across the problems of their migration from one land to another land. Different kinds of displacements related to geographical, spatial, and psychological are described by Lahiri. Emotions happy and unhappy in Laharin characters and overwhelmed in diverse experiences and responses as well. Lahiri's characters, they neither grumble nor groggy. They are happy in other land too by recollecting their memories and lingering towards the homeland connections. They establish that kind of happiness in alien land too. Lahiri also leaves her characters with plethora of opportunities. They strive to become towering personalities by overcoming the problems and they never cry or crib over the problems. And Lahiri covers each character with fineness and she proves it finally in her works. And female identity has been so empathetically depicted by Jhumpa Lahiri. The expatriate experiences and with her innate sense of human nature so well portrayed and the keen perception and the linguistic abilities and the storytelling skills are well written by Lahiri. She directly depicted the psyche of resistance of both the groups of the homeland and the alien land, especially the first generation of immigrants, Indian American, and how they have come across their obstacles, and the second generation Americanized Indians, how they come across the problems and solve the problems and sustain their life there. Lahiri stands out and occupies an important